So here's 3 great sources you can get information from to learn about property, other than me. So 1, Amazon. So go to Amazon and go to the property category and find the top 10 best-selling property related books. Buy them, read them, consume them, listen to the audiobooks, however you want to consume that content. Learn about property that way, because all these books will tell you about the various strategies there are, how to recycle your deposit, different types of deals. So that's a really good way to get the initially just your mind around investing in property, how to go about it. Do you want to manage it yourself? Do you want to use a company? Will you source the property yourself? Will you source it off market? Will you use an agent? Will it be a commercial property investing in residential? Will it be an apartment? Will it be abroad? Will it be local? So reading out those collection of books, those bestsellers, is a good way to get an initial basic understanding of property. Number 2, speak to a local expert in the market that you're interested in. So go to a local letting agent or estate agent. Obviously, if you're going to be doing lettings and you want to speak to if you're going to hold the property to rent out, you want to speak to a letting specialist in that area. So go on Rightmove, see who's doing the most lets, go around the area, see who's got the most boards up and is the most active. So these boards are being changed. They're going from to let to board being removed. If it's an agent, it's going from for sale to sold and the board being removed. So if you know who your active player is in your market, then great, go to them and have a word. Speak to the letting manager, sales manager, tell them what your intentions are and that you want to invest, and then take it from there. Be careful about some of the information they're going to tell you. Couple that with the knowledge that you've learned in the books and the knowledge that you've learned elsewhere about property, and really get to understand what the market's like, the target demographic. If you're investing initially, you're probably going to want a good return on your money, so you're not going to want to go to a high-end market where the purchase prices are quite high and the yields, the returns are quite low. When you meet these professionals, find out which are the emerging markets. So it's usually next to areas that are quite fancy and that are doing quite well. So it's usually on the border or on the edge of those areas where the next potential market is. So the emerging markets is really where you find the best property deal. So when you're meeting with your local expert, go out on some viewings, see some properties, let them know what your intentions are. If you don't have the money right away, you may want to make that clear. It depends on what the deal is with the agent. If you're a bit early and you're very early on in the process, then you probably shouldn't be going to view right away. Get the information first so you know what to look out for and you know what questions to ask when you're at the viewing, and you sound more experienced when you're out there talking to the estate agent or letting agent. You're asking the correct questions. So the last one is number 3, and that's networking events. So there's a bunch of great networking events that you can attend and meet other amateur or beginner property investors right through to very experienced investors. It just depends on the property event and what's going on during that specific event. Before you book the event, maybe check out who the speakers are going to be, check out any reviews that are out there, and speak to people and message people maybe that have attended those events, because people are quite social online on LinkedIn and Facebook, and there's groups and that sort of stuff where you can connect to other investors and learn about what's going on in the market and how they're investing and what strategies they're using. It's a great way to maybe find JV partners, potential business partners in the future, and maybe learn something valuable. Take your time, fill people out, understand first about the market and what strategy you're most likely interested in, and then you can find somebody that can maybe teach you something. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Hey, hey.